I think everyone should check out our wallets. I really do. We built it with the user in mind. Every single detail of it was done to make sure that the user is safe and is able to use it safely with decentralized applications.
Today I interview founder of Aurox, which is also a partner of the channel, Giorgi, on what characteristics make Aurox the best cryptocurrency DeFi wallet in 2023. We discuss security, full decentralization, cross-chain functionality, gasless swaps. But first, Giorgi, what's your background?
Yeah, I'm in Dallas. I've been in Texas since I moved here from Republic of Georgia when I was 8 years old. My family just immigrated in Carrollton, actually, kind of outskirts of Dallas, and stayed around Dallas ever since.
So how'd you get into Aurox? How'd you get into crypto and then founding the company?
So myself and the two partners that found the company, we were involved in a variety of different online businesses. So we started off with affiliate marketing, e-commerce, lead gen, media buying, just a bunch of different things. And in 2016, actually before 2016, we were actually using Bitcoin to pay some of our developers and offshore personnel. And then in 2016 is when my partner Taras actually ended up trading and investing in other tokens. That's when that first sort of semblance of the bull run started. And he was investing in them. He told me, about Bittrex. I signed up. I threw like $200 at some token and started going down. I was like, you know what? I don't want any part of this. I want to take my money and pay the developers. So I ended up selling that token. And then at that point, I realized that we realized that there was a huge demand for more professional trading environments, software services, etc. So we wanted to create an all-in-one trading platform that had all the data, all the analytics that a trader would ever want. And that's where Aurox was first born. We basically wanted to apply the capital markets products like Bloomberg or Thinkorswim type of product to cryptocurrency because it didn't exist. And from that, we developed Aurox for about 3 years, 2017 until 2020 is when we released it, and all of that was self-funded by our other businesses, basically.
So Aurox is a trading terminal. It's a DeFi wallet. In general, what is the mission of Aurox?
Yeah. So our easiest, just a one sentence mission is to simplify cryptocurrency trading and investing. So we started that with the Aurox terminal, which is the all-in-one trading terminal that has all the indicators, 50 different exchanges, tens of thousands of pairs. You can customize your workspace. You can basically do whatever you need as a trader on that platform. And from there, it sort of shifted into I got really involved in DeFi. I want to say maybe 2019, 20, or actually, no, it was a little after that. Got involved in DeFi and saw the potential of decentralization and actual smart contracts, Ethereum, etc. And I wanted to leverage that to power our terminal and leverage decentralization in a way that gave you all the perks of a centralized service, but behind the scenes, everything was just decentralized. And from there, we just started evolving the ecosystem, going from the terminal to the wallet to now we actually have a mobile application that's pending iOS Apple approval. And all of these products are just going to function in a very simple and easy to understand way for any type of audience, and at the same time be completely decentralized. So we're offloading all the complexities to our developers and our company, which is not the easiest thing to do, while eliminating those complexities away from the end user.
So I'm an average retail investor. I just want to know, what's the best crypto DeFi wallet out there today? You mentioned better UX, better UI. What are some of the other big differentiators for Aurox compared to the other DeFi wallets?
So one of the core items that even when we initially started sketching out the wallet was security. And this really came from experience of our own users at the time, as they were purchasing tokens or staking or whatever it was. there were people that our own users coming to us and saying, you know, I just got hacked, I lost my private key, or I, you know, just got drained, whatever it was. And that was a core aspect of creating the Aurox wallet, is to make it as secure as possible. Obviously, the user experience and UI was also, you know, they were kind of like almost on the same level, but security was a huge thing that we wanted to improve on in decentralized finance. So we added simulation, we added smart contract monitoring, so it tracks like hundreds of different smart contracts across the entire blockchain and lets you know if it's safe or if it's not safe. We added anti-phishing. So one of our users actually typed in their mnemonic into a website, and of course they got their funds stolen. So we added a way when you have our wallet installed, and if you try to type in your mnemonic into a page, it tells you, you know, you should probably not do that. It'll let you continue if you want to, but it'll warn you, hey, don't do that. You're probably going to get hacked. So those things are, I think, is a huge driving force for why people are using our wallets today, and why there's a pretty significant demand that's been increasing over the past few months.
To me, I think that's a no-brainer. Like if I'm trying to, if you know my parents or a friend asks about a DeFi wallet, I'm concerned that maybe they'll fall victim to some stuff. So basic securities like that, that's huge. Another big differentiator that I saw is you guys are open sourced and you say fully decentralized. Could you go into both those?
Yeah. So yeah, we did open source our wallet, so anyone can go and inspect it, find any bugs, report the bugs to us, preferably, find anything that they want within the code. We're actually going to be doing bounties as well. If someone wants to improve the wallet, they'll be able to build on top of our wallet, since again it's open source. The other aspect is it being fully decentralized. Although we provide like additional data, for example, you know, charts and historical USD values, etc. Although that is coming from our backend, the same backend that powers our terminal, that portion of it can be completely disabled. So if our company goes down, you don't lose access to your wallet. You always have access. You might not be able to see your USD value of your portfolio balance anymore, but you will still be able to send. You will still like be able to receive. You'll still be able to transact on decentralized applications. So that core item, the decentralized aspect, will always remain, even if tomorrow our company ceases to exist.
So Aurox, the value prop is better UX UI, more secure, open source, more decentralized. And then if you had to name one more, would cross-chain functionality be that fifth?
Yeah, so we are working on integrating cross-chain functionality into it. We're doing a lot of on specific blockchain items. So we're doing a lot of unique aspects to improve that user experience. So for example, we're about to release the Gasless swapping, which allows users to swap any token for any other token without possessing the native token, in this case, ETH. That was one of the things that I personally, when I first got into DeFi and I had an uncustodial wallet, I received USDC from someone. I'm like, oh, I'm going to send USDC to someone else. And the wallet's like, no, you don't have any ETH. And I'm like, why do I need ETH just to send my own money? And I think that's a lot of new users that are getting into the non-custodial wallets side of the business. It's probably their first experience is like, why am I being charged ETH when I just want to send USDC? And we can actually see it from reviews. Like if you go to our competitors' reviews, it's like one after another. It's like, why is it asking me for ETH? Or like, what is gas? Why are they charging so much? So we wanted to eliminate that, and we did by completely getting rid of that hurdle. You can swap just like you would on a centralized exchange. The fee just gets deducted from the token that you're using to purchase.
You guys are going public later this year. Is that an edge for you versus the competitors?
Yeah, so we are planning on going public. We've been on this track since sometime early last year when we raised our first $5 million round. Part of that was, you're right, to bring transparency and accountability to not just us, but to Web3 and DeFi. And God knows, after FTX, we definitely need it. So by us going public, at least we have not only a direct communication channel with the SEC, and we can make sure that we're abiding by all the right regulations, but we also can show the general public like, hey, you don't have to read our source code. You don't have to trust my word. You don't have to do any of that. We're put out public filings out there. You can read them, you can see them. They're relatively simple to understand. And you can just trust that this filing that we filed with the SEC, which reviewed it and approved it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say approved, reviewed it and allowed us to go public, means that we're telling the truth. I mean, it's not to say not every public company is truthful out there, but there's a very strict guideline that you have to follow. Otherwise, there's some severe penalties behind it.
For sure. I liked the fact that one, you're based in, you personally are based in Texas, but crypto companies popping up, it's like, to me, I like that you're maybe the first or the most decentralized company that has gone public with the SEC or is about to. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I will. If it takes place here and before anyone else beats us to the punch, it will make us the first and only DeFi Web3 oriented company on NYSE. That's where we're planning on going public.
Now, Giorgi, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are challenges. What would you say are the biggest challenges in 2023?
Right now, I think it's trust. And I guess liquidity too. Liquidity has been drained out of the market after FTX, and it's picked up pace a little bit now. Arbitrum has captured a significant amount of liquidity, for example, but it's not like it used to be. Liquidity was all over the place. Raising funds was, you could do anything. You could put up a brand new website and an idea, and people were throwing money at you. So that part's going to be a challenge, and I think that's going to remain a challenge for probably the next couple of years. And that's caused by the loss of trust. The general public, VCs have kind of lost trust in cryptocurrency. The worst of it is the VCs that were planning on stepping in, or the institutions that were planning on stepping in, now are probably going to wait it out for a significant amount of time, or potentially forever.
What else is on the roadmap for Aurox this year, or anything else we didn't cover?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're excited about is we're calling it full view. We're going to work on that terminology, but it's a terminal that's built into the extension itself. So when you have the wallet installed, there's going to be a little button. You click on it, it opens up a new tab, and you have a built-in decentralized terminal. All the files are stored locally on your computer. They're always available. You don't have to visit a website. And what that does is actually improve the user experience even more. So you can see all the tokens across multiple chains. You can track, trade, monitor your own balance, monitor other people's balances. And because it's all stored locally, it's fast, quicker than any website will ever be. And because the wallet knows its own private keys, trading and investing is actually just one-click process. Right now, when you have a wallet installed, even if it's on your phone or your browser extension, you have to go to a decentralized application, connect the wallet, you get a pop-up, you get a warning, then you have to approve it, then you do this. It's like 5-6 different steps. Whereas with the built-in terminal, you actually just have one click. You just select your coin, select what you want to buy, click, and it places the order and is able to submit it. And there's a lot of unique, useful functionalities to that, and we're really excited to demo that. I think we haven't seen it before, and I think it's going to be a really innovative product. That's
huge. And you told me the other day off camera that you want feedback from the community, specifically the Altcoin Daily audience. This is not this is a product, but you only want to improve based on what the users need. Can you speak to that?
Yeah. So one of the things that we noticed was our competitors, if you go to their GitHub or even their customer support, they're not really paying attention to their customers. We are. Even if your audience joins our Discord, for example, and reports an issue or reports a feature that they want added, we put it on the backlog and we tackle them as soon as possible. Obviously, if it's a bug, we try to implement that fix immediately. If it's a future request, it's usually at the top of the list, because if one person wants it, chances are there's probably thousands of others that want it. So we're very user friendly. I think that's the only way for us as a kind of relatively new business in the wallet game for us to dominate the market. So if anyone in your audience has future requests or anything really, feel free to, I guess they can shoot you a message, they can contact us in Discord. We'd love to implement their ideas.
That's awesome. I'll put the Discord, the website, your Twitter down below in the video description. I encourage everybody to check it out. I want to have you back on at least in the next 2-3 months to go over some of this, see the progress, but just final thoughts, a call to action for DeFi investors out there.
Yeah, I think everyone should check out our wallets. I really do. We built it with the user in mind. Every single detail of it was done to make sure that the user is safe and is able to use it safely with decentralized applications. So if you're using some of our competitors, you don't feel safe, use our wallet, switch over, give it a try, at least deposit $2 in there and just try it out.